Today, I'm going to do a foundation day test, and it's particularly exciting for me because I've been trying to get my hands on this for years. Still, I'm not 100% sure I've got the right colour. I went pale rather than deep. They didn't have kind of the mid tones that I think I probably would have fit within. But I thought we're about to come up to winter. Pale was probably safer. And this is the Flower Light Illusion Foundation Luminous Makeup Nude Skin Feel. Exciting. Manny is snoring in the background like a tree. Ooh, it's got a pump, as always. I don't know what made me think this was going to be one of those spatula foundations. I don't know. But it's got a pump, which is nice. It's kind of expensive. The Flower Beauty range is kind of expensive as drugstore foundation goes. It is also quite pale, the one that I've got. So let's not hold this against it when it doesn't match me at all. I've done little to no prep to my skin, just a little bit of moisturiser. I may have made quite an error here. I did not anticipate it being quite this heavy. Okay, right, I've put myself a little mirror out so I can actually see what I'm doing. The texture is not at all what I expected it to be. That's possibly because almost exclusively this month I've been using that L'Oreal water gel stuff, which is very serum-y. And so suddenly I'm using an actual foundation and it feels really strange. But also because it says it's lightweight and skin-like, I thought it was going to be a much lighter texture, but it's quite thick. I'm going to take you up to the proper light in a second because it's kind of dark in this corner. It's so annoying. My house is so annoying. I can already see where it's settled into kind of dryness and my pores and stuff. I'm going to apply the other half with a brush. We'll see how this goes. It's definitely not blending as nicely with a brush. If only I had a third half of my face, I would also use a beauty blender, and I suspect that would be optimum. Now I've used it. I'm really, really shocked. I heard such great things about this, and looking here, bear in mind that it's quite high coverage. It's really clung to a lot of these areas where other foundations might actually make them look better, or at least not as bad as this when you first apply it. I don't know if you can see, I mean, we have to make some allowances for the fact that this does not match my skin at all. But I don't know if you can see, also the dog. I've just moved to exactly where he is, so suddenly louder, I apologise. All around my pores, it's not cute. Okay, just, again, let's look past the colour. I've just applied a little bit more with a beauty blender, and I can't look past the colour. And just kind of to give it its best possible shot, to make it, let's make this fair. It definitely applied a little bit nicer. I think that the finish was nicer with a beauty blender, but always is. And the coverage was a lot higher, which is why I now look like a member of the Addams family. But still around here, this is not nice. If you've got any kind of dry areas or like fine lines and things, I think this is just not going to be for you. I'm going to put some other stuff on to make this look less crazy. Right, I came outside partly because I wanted you to see it in the actual proper daylight, and partly because the dog was so noisy. I thought you wouldn't even be able to hear me over this dog. So, it's not terrible. I think if I didn't have that dryness here, with a beauty blender, the finish is quite nice. It does look kind of skin-like, but it has, I don't know, I can't really even see in this light, to be honest. It has settled like around here, in the pores. It was so difficult to get hold of when it first came out, when it first came to Superdrug, and I just heard so many good reviews, and so maybe it's just my expectations were really high and I thought immediately I was going to love it. Maybe it's because I've been so used to wearing something very, very light that it was like a real stark contrast, and maybe it's because the colour was insane. I really did just put on a little bit of bronzer, mascara and a lip gloss, by the way, nothing else. I haven't put any powder on, haven't put a setting spray on. We'll see in a little while how this is wearing. I was just going to go and get Ella, and I thought I'll do a little check-in quickly before I go and get Ella, just so that in case, maybe I have to pop into the shop or whatever and I'm wearing a mask, we just know I haven't actually left the house all day, haven't done anything. This is how the makeup is looking. I actually can't leave the house with this on my face. Look at this. I cannot get over how terrible this is. I mean, look at this, seriously. Have you ever known anything? It's like collected around my mouth. What? I'm sorry, Drew, but we're drawing a line there. I really, really wanted to love the Flower Beauty range. I'm not even interested in trying anything else now. I'm so disappointed by this. It's an expensive product for the drugstore. For Superdrug specifically, I think Flower is at a really high price point, and it's why I've never tried anything else. This was the one thing that I thought, if I can get my hands on that, I'll try it. I'm really excited about it. Yes, okay, some of the methods, maybe not one to be applied with fingers, maybe not one to be applied with a brush. No, this is, you can't even explain that away. This is just terrible. So we're gonna just leave it there. It's gonna be very, very quick. First impressions, no interest in any second impressions review. If you have tried this, love to hear from you, especially those people who say it's amazing. Is it specific skin? I don't know. I've got oily to normal skin at the moment. This is nuts.